Look, not like I care or anything. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain.
Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minoc.
I think she's just too proud to show any weakness.
In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets.
What you think matters to her. A lot.
She wants you to respect her.
Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people and...
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left. Of course it was. I knew what was necessary, and that I was the only one who stood between you and... This wound is a physical thing and will fade with time. It was necessary. I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragas. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique. These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked. I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come. Ask, and I will answer. Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. No one knows, certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins, Revan is gone, and the blade of war he promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath, and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war is waged in the hearts of all living things. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask. Indeed. And was it the same as before? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force. What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you. It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done. Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence. Ask, and I will answer. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will... It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. The planet Telos, decimated by the Sith during the Jedi Civil War. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies... Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies.
How's our path?
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious.
Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once.
Yeah, her face looks like it was plowed by crazed Ord Mantell farmers. Like we have a choice? It's the only place Baragas had logged in their astrogate.
Well, if you thought Baragas was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to... Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind.
So?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Baragas where a lightsaber would have been helpful.
So where's yours?
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? figures. It wasn't red, was it? Yeah? Unique how? Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us. Alright, forget I said anything.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 1. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Grin, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility. Due to the nature of the investigation, in the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of... You are the only witnesses of the mining facility. Thus, it is necessary for us to keep you under surveillance. If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand? Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, we would like to find out the extent of your... Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082. As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until...
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit I'm a little disappointed. Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some spirit. The Exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The Exchange, huh?
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the Exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills.
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse. The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate and...
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Bunk3r?
Rem's no assassin.
Bunk3r is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate. Officer, at Lieutenant Yima a report of this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragas facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
This isn't good.
What do you think the TSF is gonna find at Paragas? That could bring the Sith...
You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Yes? Have you... Very well. What is it that drives you? Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing? Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are. The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place. Very well. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. Very well. The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. You may have already felt the Shicho. The simplest of the forms return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time. Very well. Very. I confess, it seems the Force flows easily between
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like. He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. Very well.
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people. Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through? Thank you.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled. Yes, they play at being downtrodden innocents, having come to you because of these Jedi rumors that are going around the station. Oh, I'm sure you've heard that you're a Jedi, one of the last, wanted by the Exchange and who knows how many other organizations. But that's of no interest to me. The Jedi, and your standing with them, have no bearing on this. Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the Exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the Exchange to you if you work with them. Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians. I believe you're a person of influence. Someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorian. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsome. If you're interested, please visit our offices here. Excellent.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than... Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a...
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragas facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
The Sojourn is already en route. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF station in Entertainment Module 081 to complete...
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off the station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal. Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragas blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragas come... Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragas, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
It is unlikely, but we shall see. Yes.
The war is really inflated.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
The war is really
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
Damn thing's stuck.
What is it?
Just say the word.
What is it?
Tonoranga Manakan, Ipo Inshawa, Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa in Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobi. In Wamagro. Donos.
Something up? All right. It's like...
What is it? What is it?
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle.
Nitsam. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima pogwanga samwana. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda ya tong hite mosi jochia yumba lita. Tong laldu chung nao. Dukane tunga gurka chino sonka ticha no. Dahupa bo sakurata go jujutu yok. Dahupa bo sakurata. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo baga. Ento mesh mi paju watamincha.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? Looked like you were doing more than just look. Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I owned? Are you crazy? Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF.
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies aren't...
Sobojun sama peklom. Dosokanki. Dis.
Time to even the odds.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there some... That door can't be opened from there. Is there something...
Good day. I am B4D4. How may I help you? Of course. She has been expecting you. Zerka Corporation has operations on many systems. Here on Telos, Zerka Corporation is involved in the restoration project.
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under.
I hear Asgol's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of...
I wish the Ithorians would take their...
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
Only authorized Zerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
I knew you'd come eventually, but where are my manners? On behalf of Zerka Corporation. Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Hobat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is an... Nonetheless, Zerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. Zerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time now. Hobat has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the... I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here. While B-44 is perfectly capable of handling Zerka's needs when it comes... Requisition, if it helps. As the Republic's fund for the restoration of Telos is now divided between both parties, it will save the Republic time and money if we cut through the process of having a droid transferred to... Excellent. Oh, and here. You might need this to get into the...
Tingibo. Come sonne? Da kosha ni.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation here. I hope...
Bomababe want to susintu mukara tonoranga man in Wamagro. In Wamagro. Rana Mosibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi in Wamagro. Bachabi Doko.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him. Not even an apology. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out...
Tana besarankachi. Go na rin pang sanchara. Go la marakta dun. Dosich min falartersen kila folorondon. De rantasha beni hulen bensilerente. Dosane terewana jun konata delera guno tuna. Dai rinto ruka.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right... Yeah? Or what? You're gonna teach me a lesson? Go ahead.
Everyone down! Time to even the odds.
Dosen taurinteri. Gelere sonto chenig rexi contunso. Der inturunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsodaranane gra dall'unuta choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katada. Dosen taurinteri. Gelere sonto chenig rexi contunso des. Gosa nekrana nan.
I hear... you.
Ring lorcha wata jortungi chiwi we wata wama. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo ta come tac plaia giusting miccione mollerà. Dovrei con mili dorci. Kawana bota yunta kavadumpa mun dovrei kun dahu. Borna. Unta chiwi. Kawana bota yunta tanga. Tonghi. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kavadumpa munsuru kawana tong kaw.
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering. Perhaps you don't know who... You haven't been on Citadel Station long. I'm Benok, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men.
Oh, leave the woman alone, Benok. I bet she'd come out on top if you...
Now, Lux, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest...
It's your skin, Benok. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
We were just leaving anyway.
Wise man.
Welcome. We feature Citadel Station's most talented all-bit casual cards too slow. Last but not least, we feature only the finest cuisine and beverages from...
I don't understand your problem with the Republic.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic and what? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers,
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indentured to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps.
It's always the same story. Things are going well.
Zerka's mercenary. I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel.
Is there something I can do for you? What's there to say?
We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel State. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. Yeah, it's a long shot considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they... And of course, new planets mean new markets for... Gah, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few... So, you're... I'm Zerka employee, Citadel Station Branch, number 85. Then Zerka transferred me here to the Outer Rim to manage the... And that wasn't the worst of it either. Good, Jan... What would you know about it anyways? You didn't claw your way through the mass of faceless Zerka employees. She's got her hands in too many... So... If... Good. That's not the point. This has nothing to do with whether she's a man, woman, Duros, or... She's got her hand...
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order. Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too... Zerka's... I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Hey there! Sure. Let's have a seat and... Looks like luck was on my side this...
We've received some reports that the Miraluka colony...
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
The TSF isn't cut out to handle...
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081.
I will call up the appropriate... One moment. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen. It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the... In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk...
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere... I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. There was a query regarding the Ebon Hawk's ID signature sent from the Paragus mining facility. However, all data collected in... It is likely that this information was removed when the vessel's transfer... Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you. You will find them in the security lockers. There was a query... Not beyond investigating the matter. I am not qualified to answer that. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the... I do not know what else to suggest. The Exchange is a major intergalactic crime syndicate. They are It is rumored that the Bumani Exchange Corporation, located in Residential Module 082, is a front for the Exchange on Citadel Station. There is nothing I can do.
I hear you.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Just say the
I
word.
hear you.
Something I can help? To be honest with you, I just don't. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration. If only it were that easy. The Republic's tight on credits right now. We relied almost completely on Paragus. Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service. You? You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault. Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be...
The TSF isn't cut out to handle all the problems on Citadel Station right now. We need Republic assistance.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some addition.
I hear you.
Master, one of the assailants was carrying... Actually, Master, it appears that it has a number of illegal...
I hear you. Something's stuck. More where that came from. More where that came from.
Yes.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF. This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF.
Donos Imaragith, Wanarako. Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachid. Donos Imaragith, Wanarakorachid Drumka.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamat.
I hear you.
What is it?
I hear you.
What is it?
Just say the
What
word.
is it?
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim.
Cingi boa! Banaclu Come son... Dakoshi. Cingi boa! Dosokanki. Chankita ne wambali?
I hear you.
Yes.
Cingi boa! Come son... Dakosha nichot.
I hear you.
Chankita. Cingi boa!
What is it?
The war has really inflated prices.
Horicidan Gelva. Horicidan Rentundas. Gel. Horicidan Gelva Vadinuga. Rentundas. Horicidan Gelva. Vapuruntus Blava. Rentundas, Horicidan Gelva, Vapuruntus Blava,
What is it?
Just say the word.
Horicidan Gelva. Sidan Gelva Vadinuga Gelva. Linda Rentundas, Horicidan Gelva. Vapuruntus Blava, Vapuelta. Sidan Gelva Vadin. Sidan Gelva Vadinuga. Sidan Gelva Vadin. Rentundas, Horicidan. Sidan Gelva Vadin. Orisidan Gelfa. Kudin Tuf Lava. Fabuelta. Tuf Sidan Gelfa. Vadinogan Gelfa. Kudin Tuf Lava. Fabuelta. Kudin Tuf Lava. Fandibo Gelfa. Ori. Rengundas. Orisidan Gelfa.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your... You may be able to help, but there is always a price.
Fandibo Gelfa, Orisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Rengundas, Orisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Krufta. Sidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Krufta. Kudin Tuf Lava, Fabuelta, Tuf Lava, Fandibo Gelfa, Kudin Tuf Lava, Fandibo Gelfa, Orisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Fabuelta, Fandibo Gelfa, Fabuelta, Linda Krufta, Orisidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Krufta. Kruftadan Gelfa, Orisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda. Ikelti Rimos, Kolo Tuf Divan Rebut, Orisidan Gelfa. Kudin Tuf Lava, Fabuelta. Sidan Gelfa, Kudin Tuf Lava. Sidan Gelfa, Rengundas.
Yes?
I hear you.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project had prolonged. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is...
Yes?
Just say the word.
Yes?
Dragon X1 gestale lorcha jemu mepeterung choda? Ruka sole mulosoch? Kavanatakalu! Kavanami donki krato. Wisomogo dosi sheba dentes kun mostovi gite yavach, piktarishan. Charika yayakta, min sobachina ninga ballo chaju, kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi nortakun, kavanatakalu! Kavanami donki krato.
Sidan Gelfaba.
I hear you.
Phew, I'm glad that's over. Still, phew, I'm glad that's over. Phew, I'm glad that's over.
I will trust your judgment, Master.
Rentundas. Hoi Sidan Gelfa. Vapoilta.
I am yours to command, Master.
Sidan Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa. Linda Krufta.
I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
Sidan Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa. Linda Krufta. Rentundas. Hoi Sidan Gelfa. Vapuilta. Tuli truth blava. Fandibu kelfa. Tuli truth blava. Fandibu. Tuli truth blava. Vapu. Sidan kelfa van inukan kel. Fandibu kelfa. Vapuilta. Linda truth toys. Tuli truth blava. Fandibu kelfa. Rengundas, Norisidan Gelfa, Vapuin. Noris. Sidan, Rengun. Noris. Sidan Gelf. Noris. Noris. Sidan. Rengun. Sidan Gelfa van inukan Gelfa.
Hello there. I'm a Hello there. I'm a diplomat.
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his... Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends. Be that as it may, it would be best if you avoided such needless and... You are too valuable to be caught up in the struggles of this planet. True, he may be able to help us locate the Ebon Hawk, but still, you must be vigilant.
Nizama.
You again.
It's good that Zerka's arrival.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
Donos emereg.
Tingy boy. Dosokanki. Tiso maranesh. Senam. Dosokanki.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I'm terribly sorry, but I don't show you as having an appointment. If you need one... At the cantina, most likely.
What is it?
I hear you.
Hey there! Oh, I'm sorry.
Zerka's mercenaries are...
The war is really...
Treasury continues to...
It's always the same story. Things are going well, no one ever thanks the Republic. Oh, but when the problems start...
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
Davadumpa munsuru kuplalia. Dahupa bosa kurata go. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamadura. Kawana bota davadumpa munsuru. Bawan mitra. Kaw. Yun. Dahupa. Kawa. Jonta boss. Kawa.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting up. Contract negotiations are breaking down between the Council... I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the... I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel Station.
Yunso coin. Dahupa. Kawana bota yunta tanga. Yunso ko. Dahupa. Kawan. Kavadumpa munsuru. Dahupa bosa kurata go. Takometa kablayad. Kawana bota, kawana bota, kawana bota. Buchamchi, yumabogra panka, bolatat, bawan. Kavad.
Contract negotiations are breaking down between the Council, Ithorians, and... Why doesn't the Republic...
Davadumpa mu...
Contract nego...
The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply and confidential.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked... Contract negotiations are breaking...
The war has really inflated prices.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting...
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the dock. Hand it over and let me take a look at it. I can't say I recognize it. It's good work, though. Whoever fixed it up knew what they were doing. It's certainly not mine. Oh, so forward. I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Slusk. Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Look, are you really Jedi? Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me. Good. I like that in a woman. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find your missing ship. I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal? We'll speak again then.
Contract negotiations are breaking down between the Council, Ithorians, and Circa.
Something I can help you with? A blaster. What? Where did you get this? Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal... You say you found this at the docks? Yes, that is true. But a weapon with these black market editions should not be available on the station. When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, this confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the... Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster.
Yes?
Just say the word.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing... This dock is off limits.
Greetings, madam. My primary primary function is to provide information about... Please feel free to direct any of your... Citadel Station is divided into many modules. From there, another shuttle will connect you to the... Please... The surface of Telos was destroyed via orbital bombardment. It is now largely uninhabited. For a variety of reasons. Safety is the government's... Also, there is a great concern towards the prevention of environmental contamination. The security of ruined military facilities.
I hear the refugee...
I've been waiting for my flight to Terrace for 5 years.
Seems like mercenaries are...
Donos Imaragith. Donos.
Kawana botay.
Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chab. Donos Imaragith. Moka Kamaran Endoso.
I hear you.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation. I hope it's not too late. The problems are becoming too much for the TSF to handle.
Mokak. Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi Drum. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunku. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Tonoranda Manakaran. Paramakawa. Taranamo Sibu. Moka Kamaran Endos. Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi Drum ka sa Inchobi. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Ranta Mana Sobu. Tonoranda Manakaran. Ipo Inshawa. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Ranta Mana Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Febko Imariam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mobiguna wana si chukoratawa. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Ranta Manaso. Tonoranda Manakaran. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Donos Imaragith. Wanarakorachi Drum ka sa Inchobin Sasha. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. Du Ranta Manasob. Moka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi. In Wamagro, may Rangana Noruta. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. To Astrictona. Tonoranga Manakaran. Chabi Doko. Tonoranga Manachunga. Tanabe. Rama Kawana Kor. The Ranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Kramer Sunkunrat, Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranweed no Chabi, Donos Emeragith, Wanara Korachi Drumka Sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosima, Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranweed no Chabi, Donos Emeragith, Wanara Korachi Drumka Sa. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranweed no Chabi. Do. The Ranamo Sibu and Das. Bo. Donos. Barama.
Truth Love. Sidan. Renpunta. Irimo ni Sidan el Fabanino Gangel. Renpunta. Hoy Sidan el. Reapun. Sidan el. Linda Uftak. Uftadan Gelfa. Sidan. Renpuntas. Sidan Gelfa.
Lokaka. Para makawana kojugi. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Krema Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi, Loka Kamaran and Doso Ran with no cha, Donos Emeragith, Wanarakorachi Drum. Bomababe want to susin to Mukarata, to Asfrector. Donos Emeragith, Wanarakorachi Drum, Loka Kamaran and Doso Ran with no chabi. Tu Loka Kamaran and Doso Ran with no chabi. Tu Febko Emarayam Gawata Situ Insula Raka Raka Chata. Tamaso Kinchuda Wanka. Mopi un.
Yes.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Step towards me. I'm going to place you under arrest and take... Perhaps I shouldn't have made it seem... I didn't want to have to do this. Hello there.
Chankita ne wambali. Chankita. Dosokanki. Jiso maranesh. Dakosha nichut. Dosokanki.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. Well, if... Very well. Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment. There you are.
Something up?
Yes. Very well. The Jedi. You may have already... Very well. I can... It...
With pleasure. Say the word.
Yes.
Time to take you down. Time to... More where that came from.
Yes.
Just say the word.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this. Not as soon as you might think.
What is it?
I hear you. Wonder where that came from. Say the word.
Parama.
Chankita. Dosokanki. Da dos.
I'm terribly...
I hear you. I hear you. Just say the word. More where that came from. Time to even the odds. Time to even the odds.
What is it?
Slusk. I'm not a
Shadar isn't such a good idea after all. The Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention... Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we... I hear you.
Yes. Yes. Our psychotic urge is all that drives...
I don't know what even came over me.
I am not speaking to you, fool. When one of us is committed to battle, then all of us are committed. We must stand together. I would examine the situation as a whole, all of its ties to the Force, and then decide which string to pull, not sever them all at once. Such crude methods grant you nothing. Perhaps, but not from those who... Oh, I grow weary of this. Perhaps time will allow my words to take root if your common sense will not permit it. Yes? Then nothing more than we already know, and anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge. Nothing more. Yes? Very well. I can... when it seems... a powerful...
Hey! Don't play game. I'm going... We'll see him.
More where that came from.
Parama. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sukun Ratungala. Moka Dono. Moka Kamaran and Doso. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakorachi Dro. Machabi Doko. Machabi Doko. Donaranga Manach. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sukun Ratungala. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chap. Tonoranga Manakaran. Machabi.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your...
Moka Kamaran and Dosoran.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork,
Moka Kamaran and Dos...
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You are all under arrest. And those goods will be taken as evidence. And you, we're curious about your involvement as well.
Tonoranga Manakaran.
Quit your protestation, Samhan. We all know your little secret. The circumstances have changed. So what do you have to say for yourself? Well then, after we play now.
Machabi.
More where that came from.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Krema Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi Moj. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. Tu. Parama Kawana Kochokitsa. Moka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakorachi Drum. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Donos Emeragith. Wanarakorachi Drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Yunso koin. Dahupa. Kawan. Kavadumpa. Dahupa. Takomet. Kawan. Kavad. Kawanabota. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla. Dahupa. Bosakurata. Go.
Kawanabota yuta tangwa kidira. Dowaka nicho soba sintonos. Mezoka jaman. Makota hito ron nito. Honta no saka.
Sidan Gelfa var inugan Gelfa.
Smooth.
What is...
Contract negotiations are breaking down. Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of... Zerka's mercenaries... I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way...
The war is really... It's good that Zerka's arrival has created new jobs on the station, but I can't say I'm happy about all the mercenaries they've hired.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the tier.
Hey there! Oh, I'm
Gavadumba. Gavkauton. Dov.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked...
Our treasury continues to sap. It's always the same.
I heard that a crime syndicate has worked... Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order. I heard that a crime syndicate has worked its way into the operation of Citadel.
So, you're back. What's there to say? We're the only corporation with... If this will... Yeah, it's a long shot. If we can integrate ourselves into the process... Quite a few ways. On top of that, this... And if... Jana Lorso. She's got her... What? What do you mean? Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy! What are you, some kind of slicer? Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of... Means you can't get in remotely. You've got to actually be in front of the mainframe to... This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test? And I want Jana Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than Jana Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. If you controlled B-44, you could... Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to... Let me finish. Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planetside these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Authority. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
The war is really...
Contract negotiations are breaking down between the Council, Ithorians, and Zerka. Why doesn't the Republic do something? You again.
Donos Tonoranda Manaka Tonoranda Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans in Wamagro Loka Kamaranendos in Wamagro Machabi Doko Tonoranda Manaka Febko Emaria, Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. To ask for Machabi Doko. Febko Emariam Gawata Situ Insula Rakarakachi. In Wamagro, Mayrangana. Donos Emaragith, Wanarakorachi Drum. Loka Kamaranin. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Tonoranda Manakan, Ipo Inch. Donos. Tonoranda Manakan, Taranamo Sibu and Donos Emaragith.
Good day. How may I? If you will allow me, yes. This is indeed a Zerka Zerka Corporation is the galaxy's leading weapons. However, it does. I'm sorry. Good day. How? I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Preguntas. Hoy sidan elfa vadino van elfa. Linda Rufta. Sidan elfa Linda Rufta del Chief. Truth Lava. Abuelta. Truth Lava Vandigo. Sidan elfa vadino van Sidan elfa vadino van Truth Lava. Abuelta. Truth Lava Vandigo elfa. Ra. Colo Truth Ivan Reput.
The war has really inflated prices.
I'm worried about the mercenaries we've been hiring.
I'm not crazy about these mercenaries being everywhere, but they're a necessary evil.
Hello, B44. Is there something you... Oh? What? More credits, you say? Please, B44.
T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
What the...
B44, I want you to pull up the maintenance records on that T1 unit. Find out the last...
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea? Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie.
Hoisidan kelfa, vapuilta. Bunk3r plava, fandibu kelfa. Hoisidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa. Linda truf, Bunk3r plava, Bunk3r plava. Fandibu kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, vadinukan. Bunk3r plava. Bunk3r plava, fandibu kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, vadinukan, tuftadan kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, sidan kel, Bunk3r plava, fandibu kelfa, sidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa, linda. Bunk3r plava, vapuilta, truth plava, fandibu. Sidan kelfa, vadinukan. Fandibu kelfa, vapuilta, linda. Bunk3r plava, tuftadan kelfa, hoisidan kelfa, sidan, sidan. Bunk3r plava, sidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa. Bunk3r plava, vapuilta, truth plava, fandi, sidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa, linda.
Healing a dead planet is one thing, Chodohabat, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
Hoisidan kelfa, sidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa, linda truth, fandibu kelfa, vapuilta, linda truth, sidan kelfa, vadinukan kelfa, linda. Bunk3r plava, vapuilta, truth plava, fandibu kelfa.
You speak well enough, Chodohabat, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over.
Bunk3r plava, sidan kelfa, vadi. Bunk3r plava, She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufio. And now for the Tufta. She enjoyed it out, and really good. She enjoyed it out, and she began She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufio.
Time to even the odds. Let's settle this. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. Say the word.
What is it? Yes. What is it?
I hear you.
The war has really inflated prices here in the outback.
I hear you.
Medical supplies are in short supply and high demand.
Just say the word.
Focus. This shall not stop us from...
I hear you.
say the word.
Yes?
Just say the word.
And now, Chodo Habat, you will die along with your herd.
She intruded out, and she behind Gorukio. Uftakel Gundas, Father Gurifideandevat.
This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue? Very well. I shall add their bodies to the dead.
I hear you. Say the word. Let's settle this. Time to even the odds. More where that came from. More where that came from.
What is it?